Labor unions have long been a lifeline for the Democratic Party, and this crop of presidential candidates, well, it's no different from many, including Kamala Harris, who's taking it to a new level, though, because she's actually calling for a ban to right-to-work states, state laws. This, of course, remember, this allows workers to work in union shops without paying union dues or not to even have to join unions. Take a listen.
It comes with the President of the United States to speak up about the need and the right that workers have to be able to organize and to fight for their rights. So generally speaking, that's how I think about it. And it has to, so let's be more specific. It has to be about, for example, banning right-to-work laws.
I mean, that's tough stuff. And it's just the latest in attacks from the left on states' rights, and it could be a major issue going forward. Joining me now, contributor for The Hill, Kristin Tate, and then Mary Anne Marsh is back with us as well. Kristin, let me start with you. It's, this is a tough one. There are 27 right-to-work states. 7 of the top 10 unemployment levels states are right-to-work states. So it seems like it's working. It's a dangerous gambit to suggest taking that away.
You're right. Like so many of her left-wing colleagues, Kamala Harris is just proving herself to be an authoritarian. Last week, she said that she'd override Congress to get her way with gun laws. Now she's saying that she'd use executive powers to ban state laws just because she doesn't like them. Democrats always say that right-to-work rules are anti-worker, but that's just not true. These rules simply say that an employee can't be forced into a union as a condition of employment. But I think what's going on here is pretty clear. Kamala Harris is just trying to pander to the unions because she wants their financial backing ahead of 2020. And the union leaders will back the Democratic candidates, as they always do. But Donald Trump has made incredible inroads with the rank-and-file union workers. He's been such a fighter for the American worker, and he's been strong-arming companies to bring union jobs back to America. Right. I mean, look at the pressure he's put on GM since they announced the closure of their Ohio plant. I just don't see how any worker, union or not, could really support the Democrats and their anti-business agenda.
Well, Marian, you've got swing states, Florida, Iowa, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, that are right-to-work states. So it is a dangerous path to go down when these states have some pretty low unemployment rates, 2.4, 2.9. 2.3%. These are some impressive numbers. I don't know that you want to say, hey, we're going to upset this apple cart.
Well, I think the point here really is it's a matter of fairness. If you're working in a place and getting the benefits from an organized union that makes sure you get a certain salary, certain work conditions, health care, and everything else that goes with that job, then why shouldn't you participate? Why shouldn't you contribute to the overall reason you get these benefits? I mean, remember, it's the unions that built the middle class. Unions are the reason that people have these jobs with great salaries, great benefits, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, and overtime.
That there was an amazing time, when you go back to how green was my valley and some of the other things, where unions were an absolute must. I remember that, the old commercials, look for the union label. But I think they overplayed their hand. And if you look at how much loss they've had in the private sector, it's pretty clear to me that, maybe Alabama wouldn't have those companies coming there, these auto plants and other companies, if they weren't right-to-work states. And so if you say to someone, you've got to pay dues, it defies, what the Supreme Court has kind of said recently in a hallmark decision and what's happening on the ground economically. I just think it's a dangerous path to go down. And I also think getting rid of the Electoral College is also a dangerous path to go down.
Well, let me start with the Electoral College. I oppose getting rid of the Electoral College because it forces candidates to pay attention to states like Iowa and other smaller states that have that can be the difference in any election. We saw how close the last one was. And going back to the right to work thing, many people saw that as a conservative way to try to trample out unions. And it became a fight to retain unions. And we started the show talking about the Teamsters and the firefighters, and Donald Trump clearly wants their support, and Joe Biden's going after as well. So if you're going to work in a certain place that's a union, you should participate as well.
Yeah. All right. Let's leave it there. I will say again, though, 27 states are right to work, and they're doing pretty good.